Hey, hello, welcome. Ni hao from Taipei, Taiwan. Thank you for joining me here. I'm at Liberty Square, and you're looking at Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall. And Chiang Kai-shek was the leader that kept the Republic of China alive. Hey, my friend, how are you, Frankie? And brought the ROC over to Taiwan in 1949, or continued it in 1949. And so this is the big monument to him, and below it is a Disney Frozen exhibit. I've never seen anything like this before here. Thank you so much. Yeah, well, there's still about another hour left before the polls close, or an hour and a half or so. And I thought I'd come down here because it's a beautiful day. It's gotten a little warm. It's been a little cool this week here in Taipei, and it's gotten a little warm. The sun is out, and this is one of the biggest gathering places. Yeah, so Taiwan, yes, for sure, for sure. It's really a beautiful square. I didn't try the cheese tarts. I was in, somebody's asking about the cheese tarts. I did a Periscope yesterday from this new Japanese cheese tart shop that's opened up here in Taipei, and there was a 3-hour lineup. People were lined up to get these cheese tarts, and no, I'm not standing in line for food anywhere that long for sure. So I didn't try them. I hear they're good. I saw people posting them on Facebook, so I guess they're good. Thank you for joining me. Love the hearts. Thank you. It's John Sabo, FarEastAdvTravl from Taipei, Taiwan. What's up with you? And I'm right in the middle of Liberty Square here, and it is election day in Taiwan, voting for a new president. And it's a beautiful day here. This is a lovely spot. I've never seen anything this commercial down here before. Sometimes they'll set up stages, and there's like little mini festivals here and stuff, but this is the first time I've seen like a Disney exhibit here. You see those a lot at Songshan Park here in Taipei, which is a really cool place to hang out. I'm going to spin the camera around and show you some other parts. Well, I'm not a Taiwan citizen, so I can't vote. So I'm just an observer. That's very cool. Hey, ciao to you. Thanks for joining me here. This is one of the twin buildings here. This is the concert hall, and this is the theater hall, and that is the main gate to Liberty Square, which you're looking at. It's not as big as Tiananmen Square. Elsa is the character from Frozen. Oh, very good. You know what? I don't watch Disney movies, so you got me on that one. This is the main gate to Liberty Square here, and as I was saying before, it's not as big as Tiananmen Square, but it is a grand place. It's a big meeting place, and I came down here because it's a nice day, and also it's appropriate being election day, and it's an election for the president of Taiwan. Oh, well, hello China, hello to you, ni hao, ni hao ma. And this is where basically the beginnings of democracy in Taiwan started, right in this square, with demonstrations in the early 90s, which eventually led to, the first democratic elections here, and they continue today. And of course, it's a very controversial election due to statements made by the leaders of the parties. And I can't vote. I'm not a Taiwan citizen. I'm a Canadian citizen, so I have no rights here as far as that goes. I'm just an observer. But I do consider myself a citizen of the world. So as far as philosophy and the mind and everything else, I vote on the planet all the time. I don't know if that makes any sense. This concert hall here is it's very beautiful. And lots of international performers come here. I think Diana Krall is coming here in a couple of months, an international jazz star. Yes, I did see that. Somebody mentioned something about the Taiwanese girl that had to make an apology on TV. She's a Korean pop star. She's part of a K-pop band, and she'd waved the Taiwan flag and made mention about Taiwan being independent on I think it was Korean television, and her management company made her apologize for that because as far as they have lots of Chinese fans, and it upset the people of China. So the management company made her apologize on the air and say that Taiwan is part of China and all that. So yeah, it was kind of sad because she's only 16 years old. Now, well, I'm in Taiwan actually. Thank you. So yeah, I did see that. It's kind of unfortunate. I mean, the president of Taiwan made a statement yesterday or today about the incident, and I mean, she's only 16 years old. It's kind of cruel, I think, to bring her into the politics of the countries and that. Are you saying hello from Bangkok? If you are, that's very cool. Thank you. China's wonderful. I've been to China before, and what I've seen, I love China too. Yeah, it was kind of, somebody mentioned that too. It was kind of like an ISIS video. I'll post that up on my Far East Adventure Travel page, and I'll retweet that as well, in case you missed that. If you follow me on Twitter, I'm capital FAR, capital EAST, capital ADV, capital TRVL, and just if you're just joining me, it's John Zabo, Far East Adventure Travel in Taipei. Election day here. I'm at Liberty Square, this beautiful, I remember the first time I came here and I saw it, and I came out of the MRT station, and I came out into the square and I saw these buildings, and I just was like, wow, this is just so beautiful. It's so romantic, East Asia. It's just lovely. And I don't know what you're asking me to do, but yeah, somebody had mentioned that Taiwan, they were here for a month. Yeah, it's a wonderful place to visit. Absolutely, people are very friendly here. Yes, this is Taiwan. This is Taipei, and this is the big square here. It's called Liberty Square. It used to be called Chiang Kai-shek Square. The whole area used to be called Chiang Kai-shek, but they've changed it. I'm panning around now. You're going to be there in 2 weeks, so very cool. And this is Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall, which was completed, I believe, in 1980. And it's the memorial to the former leader or dictator of the Republic of China. And he was the leader in mainland China before Mao. And Mao and the People's Army defeated the KMT, and they came over here and continued the Republic of China, which is still technically the government today. Oh, thanks so much. Thanks. Yeah, the gardens here are really beautiful. I'm trying to read. I've got a real serious glare here on my screen, so if I missed your question, I apologize. And I have watched the changing of the guards before. I periscoped here for the changing of the guards before, and it's really cool. I live here right now, but I travel all around Asia. I was in India for a month and Nepal for over a month. And I just came back to Taipei before Christmas, so I'll be here through the New Year, Lunar New Year, and then I'll be moving on to some other places. You're getting on a plane tomorrow to Taiwan. Very cool. It snows in Taiwan very high up in the high mountains here. So I don't believe you'll ever see snow at sea level or this elevation that I'm at, but in the high mountains, and the mountains get almost up to, the highest one is almost 4,000 meters. So it does snow there for a little bit this time of year. Oh, very cool. Well, thank you. Like a lot of people like to come down here and just hang out and take their kids down and play, and sometimes there's little festivals going on here. Now, Taiwan's not really expensive. I mean, it's more expensive than Southeast Asia, but it's not really expensive. Not as expensive as Japan. I have heard of Lionhead Mountain. Yes, I have. I haven't been there yet. The food and rent. The food is cheap, and rent, depending on where you are on the island, is inexpensive comparatively to other East Asian countries. So, I mean, you can rent a little place in Taipei for $300 or $400 US a month, but you can get them a lot cheaper in some other towns here in Taiwan. Yeah, it's a beautiful afternoon out, and I'll probably be just moving around Southeast Asia. I don't have a set itinerary yet. It all depends on what's going on. It is more. It's less expensive than Hong Kong. Yes, for almost everything, for transportation, for accommodation, and for food. It's cheaper than Hong Kong. And it's a wonderful place to visit. There's lots of traditional Chinese culture here, and it's modern as well. Very cool, very cool. So it's a lovely place to come to, and there's lots of things to see here, and it's if you have time, it's always good to visit the south as well. And I'm sorry if I miss your questions here as I'm walking around. I'm trying to answer them as many as I can. And no, the majority is not Han Chinese. I mean, many of the people of Chinese heritage here are from Fujian province. So I don't believe they're Han. There's Hakka. There's some Hakka people here. Yes, I have been to Taipei 101 and the top. Yeah. Thank you. Bye. I've scoped from there as well. And I will do that again. And I hope you catch me. And if you didn't catch me, I'll do it again. Just make sure you follow me on Periscope here. And another swing around, sure. And before I say goodbye, that is Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall. It's election day here in Taiwan, and they should know the new president maybe by 8 o'clock this evening here, and we'll see what happens after that. I think everything's going to stay the same, personally speaking, but I'm sure some Taiwanese people have a different opinion. Yes, there will be a new president, yes. The building on the right is the theater hall. It's a twin building to this one, which is the concert hall. So they're twin buildings, and so obviously one has music and one has plays and musicals. And I'm in Taipei, Taiwan, if you're just joining me. No, it's not a dictatorship. It used to be at one time. Chiang Kai-shek was basically considered a dictator, but it's a democratic country now, and here we are. It does look a little bit like Tiananmen Square. It's much smaller than Tiananmen Square, but it's a place you must visit if you come here. If you only have one day, you have to come here. Thanks. Yeah, I'm taller than the temples, yes. Thank you. I've got the scars on my skull to prove it. So, yeah, I'm sorry I can't answer that question. I'm going to go. I thank you so much for watching me today. And please follow me on Periscope and go to my website. I do a video podcast soon, another audio podcast called FarEastAdvTravl, but the video podcast is seen in over 100 countries around the world, and it's on iTunes, or you can visit my website to watch it. It's called FarEastAdvTravl. Actually, please subscribe. That'd be awesome. It would be totally cool. I would be so appreciative. And give me a great review on iTunes. That would be really cool, too. And thank you so much. And visit my website. Thank you, FarEastAdvTravl.com. From Taipei, Taiwan, Johnson. Thank you so much. 谢谢. Bye-bye. Thank you.